Hi, this is Joanna Stern of Laptop Magazine, and the other day we did the unboxing of the M912 by Gigabyte, but now we've given it a good look over the past few days and we want to highlight some of its features in the video here. First we're just going to go through the hardware. Let's actually just close it and show you guys the nice lid on the back. Very glossy, has a nice kind of modern artish look to it. It's got some nice boxes. We definitely like the feel of it and we like the design from the outside. And then when you open it up, it's actually, the design doesn't carry all that nicely into the inside. It's kind of boring on the inside, but definitely a fine looking netbook. Let's talk a little bit about the keyboard. Unfortunately, the keyboard is very small. Of course, this is an 8.9 inch screen, so we didn't expect it to be great, but we've had typing issues definitely over the past few days. But we definitely like that you can use your finger to use the screen and not have to rely on the keyboard as much, and we'll get into that in a few minutes. And the touchpad is actually really nice and responsive. We like that it blends with the rest of the palm rest here. The scrolling button line here works perfectly, and the buttons are actually very responsive too. We like them a lot better than the EPC 901 and 1000 buttons. They're not as tough to push. And then around here you've got standard ports, except what you do have here is an express card slot, which we're really impressed with and happy to have on here. I actually plugged in my Verizon mobile broadband card yesterday and we were up and running, which was great. And of course you have, your 3 USB, a VGA out, mic, headphone, the standard goods. And let's talk a little bit about performance before we move on to the touch, because there's some really nice things to highlight with the touch. In terms of performance, we've actually seen a bit of a sluggish boot time, about over a minute, or a little under a minute after we removed Norton virus, antivirus, which for some reason came with the netbook. But other than that, multitasking is working pretty good. As you can see, we have a number of programs open here. We are watching a streaming video here of Paris Hilton. Very good streaming, actually. We just booted it up before and it started, no time to load. So as you can see there, nice video streaming, definitely nice, multitasking in the browser, as well as, playing music in here and then also surfing. So we've been very good. I'd like to comment on the speakers for a second. The speakers here are front-facing, which we like. Usually they're kind of buried on the bottom of the netbook. But the music's actually coming out pretty good. Nicely impressed with the speakers here on the Gigabyte. So one of our favorite features, obviously, about this netbook and what sets it apart from the rest of the crowd, especially the 8.9 inchers that are coming out, by the dozens, is the touch interface here and the touch screen that's built into the system. We're going to demo that now. First thing we want to also talk about is that when we saw this system at Computex, the hinge was very wobbly. We've definitely seen an improvement in that since then, and as you can see, the hinge is not wobbly at all. It's very secure. I think it will hold up well. Just also let you guys know, it will only rotate to the left. As you can see, there's an arrow there. So let's flip it in. And also very happy that the screen actually locks into place here. It's not wobbly like on some other mini tablets that we've tested. Here we've tested this Fujitsu P-Series, and it will commonly just kind of flick in and out. You sometimes have to press that in and that helps, but there's no need to do that here. So definitely happy with the design of the tablet mode. So let's switch into tablet mode here. And another criticism we have of the tablet mode is that there is actually no button on the outside for rotating the orientation of the screen. So unfortunately you have to actually dig through some software on the system to open up this menu that Gigabyte provides. And as you can see here, there's a button to rotate the screen. So not a big deal, and it definitely orientates itself. But as you see now, we've gone here to this viewing angle, and let's say we closed out of this and we're working, and we wanted to change it back. We have to actually go in, and I should have shown that the stylus is up there. We have to go into the utility panel here and pull up the menu to then again flip the screen. So not a huge deal, but definitely, a button on the side would have been real nice, again, Not to compare here to the Fujitsu, which is obviously a lot more money, but there's